This is April Schulthies, using the computer to generate this message. Did you know that death can be scripted, just as if real life were a stage, and a person's death was already predetermined, and then that person's death can be carried out, no matter what, and arranged the way they've already determined? Look around. People who are diagnosed with cancer die young, and everyone assumes it was cancer. Was it really cancer, or was their death scripted, determined, and carried out? Decide for yourself. I've already found out firsthand. This is what happened to me. I tried to use scripture to fight off one sorcerer, practicing the dark arts, at work and church. Yes, he was using witchcraft. All I did was read scripture, and all hell broke loose. They poisoned my dogs. They sabotaged my cars, repeatedly. They terminated my job. They blocked my retirement funds. They cut my phone. They cut my internet. They cut my power. They haven't stopped finding ways to come after me and shut me up. The original church group protecting my assailant got my mortgage without my knowledge or consent. Yes, that's right. It's no coincidence, obviously. Secret societies don't bother to hide they're after you. But did you know your death can be scripted? If your enemies decide to kill you, they determine how, and then, no matter what, that's what happens. Princess Diana warned that when she died, it would be arranged, and be either a car crash, or a plane crash. I think she knew what she was talking about. And it's not just royalty who have their deaths scripted, it's common people. Do your own research. But I heard of a case where a man over 70 was relentlessly hunted and killed. Family, friends, and the community called him an old coot and insisted he would get lost in the marshes and die. They failed in their first attempts to make this a reality, but they eventually succeeded. It's a classic group kill, in which the entire group is in on it. Research it yourself. I also heard of a case of cannibalism, in which the murder was pinned on one person. He admitted at one point he wasn't guilty. He was protecting friends who drugged him and made him watch the murder. There was an entire group involved. Everyone in the building, probably the entire community, participated, or aided and abetted. But only one person went to jail. It's group kill. They act with impunity. If ever caught, they pin it on one person, and the rest walk away. That's what happened in an infamous massacre blamed on native peoples. Yes, there's a well-known massacre, in which the murderers were whites pretending to be natives. The attack was arranged for robbery, and ended up in mass killings. It was really whites, framing the Native Americans. The settlers under attack started to suspect their assailants were white, and so their assailants determined to not just rob and kill some of their victims, but to eliminate them. And they did, promising safety from the militia. The militia was in on it. The whole regional area was in on it. The massacre of the settlers was done by an entire group, cooperating, and yet only one person was executed for the crime. Some children survived, and they were then ruthlessly abused before their families back east could retrieve them. The group who did the massacre exists today. Guess what? It's the same group after me. Yes, that's right, the same group. It's historical fact of what this group did, pretending it was war hysteria, but it looks like a tactic, well planned and executed, and they're still at it today. Again, do your own research. I've experienced it personally. Secret societies decide what your death will be, then they script it, like a play, on the stage of real life, and you really die. I am supposed to die a natural death, but I'm sure they can script something else. Numerous power cuts have been carried out on me to ensure I don't survive, and they even coincided with comments I made on videos or on the astral plane about secret societies. Churches, government, education, business, everyone, everywhere, is supported by secret societies. If you find out you are their target, they will silence your voice permanently and get away with it. Be aware, death can be scripted, and if, at first, a victim survives the attempts to kill him or her, the assailants can circle back and get the kill. They're all in on it. That's what happened to me. Then they blame the victim. That's what happened in the case of the settlers who were killed by white men. They blamed the settlers. It was a group kill. Everyone was in on it. It was a robbery, repeated all over the United States and blamed on Native Americans, but this time, the whites doing it were caught. Secret societies are out for profit and amusement, and usually at someone else's expense. They pick a victim, they kill the victim, and the blame is on the victim. This is Rome. Rome invaded Native America, and forced indigenous peoples into slavery, and practiced genocide against the native tribes. And Rome is supported by secret societies, and their secret is hypnosis. Rome is ruthless. Native American peoples have suffered under Rome through widespread elimination and assimilation. Genocide is always wrong, always. I grew up in the Graeagle, California area. I was told the indigenous people simply moved on. Now I'm sure the truth is something awful. Be warned, the realm of thought is real. Fight back. Practice psychic self-defense. Do not have sex. Do not eat meat. Read the Bible. Respect all life. The scriptures say, God disappoints the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.